question, man.
Serious, do you think we should
would
hand
love
out
a
these leaflets
conversation.
to white British men in Thailand?
Of
Because they're just
course,
raping kids left, right, and centre.
Butter chicken. This is where,
Do you know why they go to
Butter
Thailand,
chicken.
Butter?
This is where we're
Because they're
going. This is
raping
exactly
kids.
where we're going, man.
Yeah,
This
do you know why they have to travel
They
to
go to
Thailand,
Latin
Butter?
America, West Africa, and Southeast Asia to rape kids.
Do you know
This is
why
well
they have to do
documented.
that,
Men that
Butter?
look like you, men from
Yeah.
your culture, are worldwide famous for this.
Do you know why they have to go that far, Butter? Can you answer the question?
What do you mean? Because it's easier to get away with their crimes, genius.
Yeah, because we don't allow in Europe, we don't allow men marrying or raping 10-year-olds. But unfortunately, Middle Eastern men don't have to travel because they can go to a market and marry a little 10-year-old girl.
For brown and black children, you creepy people.
Brown and black. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Problem we're talking about, man. For God's sake.
Yeah, should we get back to what we're talking about?
For being the biggest schmex traffickers and groomers worldwide.
Yeah, okay.
And
I love how all your facts are just emotions. I love it.
We should hand these leaflets out in pubs because guys that look like him batter their wives after their team loses in a footy match.
Yeah.
They get drunk all the time.
Honestly, it's
in the UK,
clutching at anything here, isn't it? Butter, God, honestly.
Yeah, but this is in a first world country.
Melting over everything.
He's a very typical Muslim that only white men do it.
In a first world country, only 20% of SA is reported.
It's funny,
what's
it's just like one thing after another. You're just not even letting anybody even in. Like
a Pakistani telling us, just like thinking he did yesterday. Salim, I think his name was, telling us that we are the great country. This is a Pakistani man talking, where you can go marry a 10-year-old out at a market or have a woman kept in captivity in your house, and he's going to lecture us, Butter.
Again, have you been to Pakistan? Can you tell me what? Can you tell me where? Can you tell me where?
Country to tell you what's going on.
Luke, I've been to Pakistan many times. Can you tell me where this happens? Where in Pakistan, please?
Yeah, according to UN Women, there's 19 million child brides in Pakistan.
Yeah, but let's again look at the data in a nuanced way. Do you know where this tends to happen?
Nuanced way. This is UN Women.
I'll tell you where. It happens in KPK. It's a part of Pakistan which is extremely impoverished, and the root cause of all of this. Well, hold up. The root cause of all of this is poverty. Listen, in your countries, in America during the Great Depression, you would have signs outside houses, "Children for sale." The root cause of that was poverty. You judge these people, but they're poor. You're privileged to be in a position
when you become poor, you just sell great kids.
America, I don't know why you.
That's interesting.
And that's how desperate people become. Instead of being
guys, are you hearing this? If you're poor in the UK, according to Butter's, he's going to go to the Bible now. There you go. According to Butter, if you become poor, guys, and you're on the brink of losing your house, you can go rape little kids.
Lukey boy, are you a Christian? Are you a Christian?
I love these moralities.
Luke, are you a Christian?
Why are you going to the Bible?
No, I'm not going to the Bible. I'm not going to the Bible. I'm not going to ask you anything about it.
Why are you asking if I'm a Christian then? If you're not going to go to the Bible?
Last time we spoke, you did say you're a Christian, and I want to see if you're consistent.
I've never been a Christian.
He's not Christian. Butter is not Christian.
I've never been a fucking Christian.
He's just an atheist, yeah, man.
I went to a Church of England school. That's the most I've been.
He's going to try and teach us morality, bro. An atheist, bro.
Yes, I don't have to read a book where my prophet great to
One second, hold up. I'll answer one question quickly. My delivery.
I just want to know if you're flying donkeys, like teaching me all this morality. Is that what's happening? That flying donkey?
No, but it's the purple haired creeps in your culture. I mean, your culture. I wish you don't. Do you like watching? Does your man go after another man? I mean, being a cuck, being a cuck is normal in your culture.
Fly in our country.
Wishy, being a cuck. Only blues your culture. Your women get railed by 1,000 men in a day. Your men like to watch their wives.
So do yours. I don't know what you're talking about. All Muslim women in this country now are getting plummeted. I know they are. I know they're all getting filled in. I live in these communities. I know they're holding intercourse outside of wedlock. I know all these things.
You like watching your men.
You know what's interesting, Wishy?
All this thing that you've got is actually all failing. All your Muslim women are leaving the religion. They're not being a part of it.
Let's not forget the Pakistani men went for little kids in the UK.
Got westernized clothes. If anything,
are you mad that
all your women are leaving?
Your people couldn't pull Western women. They had to go for little girls. That's your issue. You want to see what our men?
Your women are flocking to brown and black men.
Your community had to go for little underage girls because you couldn't pull mature older women. That's your problem,
brown and black men are taking our women.
But loads of men like you do the same thing. So
white G side. Oh, keep crying, Luke. Don't worry. The future's melanated, my friend.
Loads of men that look like you go for babies. Only men like you do go for babies. 100%.
Future is melanated. Don't worry. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have 4 white wives, bro.
It's all right, man. We're gonna get back to the conversation in a minute, man.
If anybody wanted to have intercourse with you as a white lady, but it's quite clear that nobody wants to sleep with you. I'm really sorry to tell you that. It's quite obvious in the community.
You're like 300
quite obvious out there, you know, your relationships that no white girls actually want to actually breed with you. It's quite obvious.
Don't worry, I know you got the Cancun and the Thunderfire.
Oh my
Wishy,
God.
even in their own country, white skin is seen as beauty. Even in their own country, this is what I'm saying. They can't fucking judge.
Luke, you know, in our country, we like a light shade of brown, not white. Learn the difference.
Oh, your women bleach their skin. What are you talking about?
No. We like a light shade of brown. We don't like white, like ghost-looking pale women, my friend. Your women tan their skin, bro. You're in tanning salons looking like what?
But you've even just said it there. You want a light-skinned brown
You're out
girl.
here looking like a what?
You're lying.
Girl. Your face might look like shit though, but you definitely want a light-skinned brown girl.
But you do try to look brown though. It is a bit weird though, isn't it? Why
no, we don't try to look brown.
She been a mixed race,
and it's known to be unhealthy for you as well.
Listen, Wishy, get on that SPF. You know, protect yourself from the sun, and get on that tretinoin as well. 0.0.
I know, but if anything,
you're gonna age like milk.
Wishy, everyone on there, do me a favor. Go Google Bollywood women actress. They all come up as fucking white.
Can I talk?
Bollywood is India, my friend. In Pakistan, we're happy with our own, bro.
You cooked yourself there, Luke.
White people, Indians worship white people. Sar, we worship you. Sar, we want to be white. Sar, Pakistanis, we're happy with our own, bro.
Come on, Luke. At least get your racism right, man. Come on, Luke.
We're happy with our own.
I just think it's really funny how, like, you know, like the corn industry is parodying these headscarf young Asian girls. I think it's just hilarious how it's actually being put into the corn industry.
He's gone back to the cup chair.
It's quite embarrassing, really. I don't know why you don't do anything about that. Why are you not complaining about the corn industry having all these hijab girls? Why are you not doing anything about that? Don't you think it's really weird and perverted? All these
what people try to cosplay,
brown girls that are now in the corn industry dressed up in hijabs and pretending that they're like little Muslims while they do these little dirty acts online. Why are you not doing anything about that comment?
Wishy, what was the question? Hurry up, my food's arrived. What was the question, Wishy?
What was the question?
You asked me.
Just won't shut the fuck up. Just eat your food and let someone else talk for a second.
Listen, William Wallace, hold your tits in it. Like, Wishy, what was the question?
Listen, you fucking dress-wearing cunt.
Freedom!
Bro,
you guys see
they look brown. They look brown to me.
They all look brown, man. What are you talking
look,
about,
she's
man?
Indian. Can you tell?
These guys can't get anyway. These look like they've
But they're still all brown, though. They're all brown. They're all brown.
They don't have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Nobody looks at those women and think that they're white women. Nobody looks at them thinking they're white women. They're all brown.
Yeah, but like, why is it, bro?
Wow, she's a brown woman.
Right,
she really looks like she's Nordic, don't she? Blonde hair, blue eyes.
You're gonna put his trousers down in me. Calm down.
You dead
put a muzzle on this guy, man. Going to put a muzzle on this cunt.
Right.
See.
Wishy, what was the question?
I said Asian why in the corn industry? Why are you not doing anything about the corn industry? Basically,
your community is dominating the corn
girls in the corn industry with the hijabs on. Why are you not actually? Why are you not doing anything about it? Why are you not embarrassing for your religion? Like we've now got like these Muslim girls that are basically doing like
why is Lily Phillips that she's coming as Christian and she's starting a cult
for rabbis?
W girls, go for it. Get your back out. Get your hijab on and get on our porn videos.
How about that?
That was my question. Anyway, I'm going now because it's nearly bedtime.
You're talking about
a Christian though,
Wishy.
She always does this to be fair.
The porn industry is dominated by women that look like Wishy, bro. Behave yourself.
Just mate, this guy just doesn't shut the fuck up.
Nah, let the other guy. I told you my food's arrived, innit?
Right, anyway, unfortunately,
I'll catch you soon.
See white skin, bro. I'm a mixed race guy.
Nobody cares, man. It's alright, man.
I'm a mixed race guy.
So Luke, the UAE is actually actively cracking down on passport confiscation by combining heavy financial penalties, digital reporting systems, and corporate blacklisting. So they're actually in the UAE, they're actually tackling it because it's seen as a crime. So they're actually tackling it.
Can we let Moite talk? Because to be fair, he's been wanting.
Yeah, so let's go back to So Luke, let's go back to the Me Too movement, right? So Luke, let's go back to So Luke, let's go back to that conversation.
Sorry, Cyrus, why are you muting me? I'm just asking Common to mute for a sec, so Marty can ask.
Right. First
of all, let's go back to our conversation, Luke. The one that we was having about, the new things.
It wasn't even fucking with you. It was with Butter. I was talking about. What do you mean our conversation?
You was talking about with me. What you told me? Butter came on after me.
Oh my God. Brother, just let Marty talk. Brother, come on, because he's been waiting a long time.
And you said that these rules can only apply to asylum seekers, but I'm trying to show you how they don't. And I gave you the example. And Luke, I remember giving you the example of the Me Too.
Can we just let him talk? Like,
I mean, Luke, why are you running from me for, Luke? Luke, why are you running?
Come on, can we just let him talk, please?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just talk then, no problem, right? So the Me Too movement was a movement in the UK. In 2017, a survey was done, cited by the House of Commons, Women's and Equalities Committee, found that 40% of women and 18% of men had experienced unwanted sexual behavior in the workplace. So in the workplace, was that asylum seekers, Luke, or?
Okay.
Asylum seekers.
Come on, Luke. Come on, Luke. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy, Luke. Come on, Luke, because you was trying to do this whole thing that all the asylum, this can only apply to asylum seekers.
You're on the defensive again,
I'm apologizing. So Luke,
again,
don't even answer him.
Yeah, I'm tempted not just to let him.
Don't just.
Oh, so now you're spam muting him. Wow.
So Luke, are you running from the
power he's got here, right?
So Luke, are you running from the conversation? Luke, if you give up, that's fine, man. Luke, just say you give up and you want to hear Murta talk, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
I mean, he's been waiting like 20 minutes.
Go on, he gives up, man. Go on, he gives up. Luke gives up because he's a fan. Go on, Murta.
Anyway.
Go on, say, go on. Let's hear the clever thing. Everybody brace. Murta's about to talk and he's about to be. Let's go, Murta. Go on. Everybody brace.
White skin, Common, it is revealed right across the East, right? In the West, people want to be brown-skinned, right? Hence the reason why everybody uses fake tan and goes to sunbeds and whatever else. But see, in the East, everybody wants white skin. Go and look at China. There's 1 billion people, and see the lighter your skin is, the better it is for you. And that goes right across the Middle East also, right? So I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
All right, thanks, man. Thank you for that. So, Luke, should we go back to
Common, what Luke said about white skin is true, and I'm leaving white skin.
That's fine. You've said your piece. That's fine. Like, it's good, man.
Yeah, Common, why did you fucking...
But that's not the conversation we was having. We was having the conversation.
Do you know Common's issue? And this goes for like Serish and not Duchess as much. She's white, but when you talk about their it's funny because it's asylum seekers, it's not even really their community, but their kind of community or colour, they go on the defensive. So Common's really sat there and said that we have to teach. Yeah, again, when we was talking about that pamphlet and it says something about not following women home, Common, you sat there and said, it's a big issue in the UK that women are getting followed home.
There was a whole movement about it.
Where the fuck, Common, in the UK is that happening on like a big scale? Because you know what's funny?
You think that only asylum seekers are following women around?
Again, you're being defensive. I've never once said only asylum seekers.
So do we need to?
Never come out my mouth.
So do you agree that point can be extrapolated to all men?
I didn't say.
Look, can I add on?
So as I said to you, Luke, So Luke, all I was saying was, can you give us the 1 point? So Luke, all I was saying, from that list, can you give us one that would is quite pertinent to asylum seekers, and we can all agree that that you know what, I agreed with you on the women want that women work and women need to be educated. Some asylum seekers come from countries where women are allowed to be educated. So I agree with that point. I agreed with you. I don't understand how we.
So Common.
Look, I'm going to tell you the reason why. I'm going to tell right. So same places across the East, right? The reason why they prefer.
We're talking about the UK, Murty. We're not talking about the East. We're talking about the UK. Can you stay, Murty? If you're not going to stay on the topic, then you got to go, right? You understand that, right? You got to stay on topic. The topic is about. If you don't, Luke, can you explain to what the topic was about, Luke? Go on, I'll let you explain, Luke, what the topic was about.
Yeah, but Common, I'm not being funny, but
Luke, do you want to explain in the topic or the topic that we're talking about, Luke? Do you want to tell him or do you want me to tell him?
Murty,
I'm not trying to cut off Common. I'm not trying to cut off Murta because, again, to be fair, he's been sat on mute.
No, that's not Luke. But can you just get him up to speed about what the topic was?
Can we have some mutual respect?
Luke, can you just get him up to speed about what the topic was?
Can we just have some mutual respect and let everyone else talk?
Yeah, about the topic. Yeah, I've got no issues.
This isn't mine and your panel. There's whole.
Yes, I'm asking you. So Luke. So Luke, like, do you want to not talk about the topic no more? Like, what you want to talk about?
We're on a panel. There's 7 of us here, right?
So host, Serish. Okay, so is he up to the host? Is he up to the host?
Shut up.
Yeah, we'll stick
is he up to the host?
to what's going on.
So Serish, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about what Luke brought up, Serish? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there you go. So the host said it now. So Merty, can you go to what
anyway, right, I'm going to educate you on this white skin thing. So see in places like China and right across.
I don't know why we're talking about the white skin. Nobody's talking about that.
I'm very confused. Listen,
Luke, can we go back to the topic, or you had enough?
Let me ask you a question,
Go on.
What were 2 things here, because I hopped in a bit late. A, what's the conversation about? And B, what's the relevance of China and the white skin color?
Exactly, it's got no relevance. We diverted. So it's about a new thing that was released by the government about understanding behaviours and exceptions in the UK and a guide for asylum seekers. So that's what we was talking about. But Luke doesn't want to talk about it no more because he knows he's in the frying pan and he's getting fried and baked. But if you don't want to talk about it no more, Luke, I understand. You're fried.
Serish was the one and Duchess was the one that was trying to justify it, basically saying that it's a good thing that we're teaching these Muslim men behaviours because back home they don't have it. So I agree with you on one point as well. I said that some of these people come from countries where women aren't allowed to be educated and some women don't work. So I agreed with that point, Luke. But then you went on another point saying that we need to teach men about not following women home, not harassing women. But I said, but can't that be extrapolated to all men in the UK? Because a lot of men do that in the UK, not just asylum seekers. And you got all defensive about it. Like, don't talk about my white people. My English people don't do that. Like, that was a bit weird, bro. Didn't say that. I just said
you got to be defensive though.
I asked you a question, right?
Yeah.
That you're making out is such a big issue, and I've asked you where in the UK, and you're going, the Me Too and this and that, and the workplace.
I gave you examples. Like, I don't understand. Like, so what's the issue? You think that women only get harassed by asylum seekers? Is that what you believe, Luke?
So again, you're straw manning because you're on the defensive. I've never said that comment.
So you still haven't given a good argument why only asylum seekers should be taught about not following women?
It's not all asylum seekers. So I asked you a question. I don't know if you was here. I asked Serish's question, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't we have to teach this to the Ukrainians, right? I think the asylum system has been here, I think, after World War II, right? Why didn't we have to teach the Vietnamese, the Japanese? We've got asylum seekers. We've got a lot of Colombian asylum seekers here. Why do we have to teach them? Why is it now we have to say, men from these countries, Sudan? Because, it's like basically every other week we're seeing a Sudanese man grape someone, right? It's a fucking common occurrence now.
That's factually incorrect.
It's not common. If you keep up with the news, it's happening all the fucking time.
Okay, bring me the source.
A Sudanese man unalived a woman.
What's the source that it happens every week? Can you show me that, please?
What was this week? Wasn't it an old man in a churchyard? Wasn't it, guys? An old man got raped. Wasn't he Sudanese? An old fucking man got raped by a Sudanese migrant, right? A guy was sitting on the bench. I mean, this is like every other week, or basically every fucking week. Schoolgirls getting followed home in Ireland and England. That's why they're protesting outside hotels. HMOs that got attacked in Scotland and Ireland because they've been raping little schoolgirls. These aren't Ukrainian men doing this or fucking Japanese men coming. It's certain countries where they don't see women as equals, where they think women are free for all, and that's why we got to teach them, don't follow them home.
So okay, Luke. So do you believe in Sudan it's legal to sodomize people? Do you believe that's legal in Sudan?
Sudan's barely got a working government.
No. So Luke,
I don't even know what their laws are, but I wouldn't even be surprised.
So Luke, maybe you can Google to see like if it was their culture that did this. So do you believe in Sudan? Because I think South Sudan is mainly Christian anyway. To be fair, because it's split up between Christian and Muslim population. So can you Google maybe? Because obviously you got a lovely computer, then you like to Google stuff. Like just see if in South Sudan if homosexuality is legal there, or is that a thing? Do you think or?
Well, in South Sudan, I don't know.
So
I don't really care. They don't really have a working government.
So I'm just saying, if it's not allowed in that
civil war at the moment.
So if it's not allowed in their country, and then they go to another country and do it, what do you blame? Like,
comment again. They've barely got a working government. It's like Somalia, Yemen. They barely got a fucking working government. So if it's legal or not, I don't really care.
So, okay, in the Muslim side, do you believe it's legal to sodomize? In the Muslim side of Sudan?
What, you mean men on men?
Yeah, men on men. Do you believe that's legal in Islam?
I would think it's not legal, no.
No, so where do you think when the Sudanese man comes here? Where do you
I don't know why you're mentioning Islam. I don't know if he was Muslim or not. That's not my contention.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to work out where this man got this idea from that he could sodomize another man. Where did he get that from?
Because he's from a third world shithole. That's why.
But in the country that he lives in, like you agree that if he was from the Muslim part, that wouldn't be allowed, right?
Again, you're not Muslim. He's from a third world shithole. That's the point.
Yeah, but
Afghanistan.
Yeah, but you said Sudanese. But you said Sudanese, right? So I'm just trying to stick with the Sudanese example that you gave. So all I'm saying to you is...
Their country doesn't have fucking rules. It's like Afghanistan. They don't respect women. They view women, little girls as free-for-all. They don't have fucking rules.
That's fine. So let's
talking about?
So we'll go through every example one by one. No problem, Luke. So the Sudanese one. Let's stick with the Sudanese one because that's the one you brought up about grape. So do you believe in Sudan? Like in the Muslim side of it? I'll Google the Christian side of it at the moment. So do you believe in the Muslim side?
I don't know, Common. I don't know. I don't know if he was a Muslim or Christian. I don't care if he's a fucking Buddhist. I don't care.
Okay, let's just Google. Let's see if it is Sudan legal homosexual. Let's see if it is. I don't know.
Wait, hold up. Just because I have an issue with Islam doesn't mean I don't care if he's Muslim or not. I don't care if he's a Buddhist or a Sikh. That's not my
forget
point.
Islam, Luke. Just forget Islam because I'm just saying because Sudan is broken up, right? So homosexuality is illegal in Sudan for both men and women. While the country implemented major legal reforms July 2020 to remove the death penalty and corporate punishment for same-sex relation, it remains a heavily criminalized offense carrying long prison sentences, right? So now we know that homosexual acts in Sudan are illegal and it carries a capital punishment. What do you think happened to that man when he got to this country and decided to start doing that? Where did he get that from?
Yeah, let me spell it out for you, Common.
Yeah, go on.
When you follow a culture, and this doesn't just go for Sudan, this goes for all Middle Eastern countries. Can I finish my point?
Sudanese example. Can we stick to the Sudanese example?
Can I finish my point? That'll be amazing.
Oh, so you don't want to speak about the Sudanese one more? No,
can I finish my point? That would be amazing.
Yeah, go on, amazing.
Let me finish. I'm including Sudan.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you. So when you come from a third world shithole like Sudan, again, not as much the Gulf states, they're being more modernized. They're not there yet. But when you're from, Afghanistan, Yemen, Somalia, and where you can grape women, have little girls as brides, have slaves, go on and so on, right, Common? And when your morals are that fucking low, raping an old man really isn't that much different, okay? It's really not.
I know.
Right?
It's mad how you went around the houses and they want to answer nothing. So I'll ask you again, Luke. So if a man comes from a country where homosexuality is illegal, which would include sodomization, right?
Yeah.
Which is illegal.
I think I did answer that.
Luke, fucking hell, bro. Let me finish, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
Answered it, and I already answered
you haven't answered. You haven't. You still listen. You brought up the example of the Sudanese man, right? And you're talking about people who come from third world backward countries. So all I'm asking you, when this man came from a country where homosexual acts are illegal, they carried a death penalty. What happened to that man when he came to this country?
Again, when their morals are pretty much non-existent, Common, raping an old man really isn't much different when they agree with every other fucking disgusting thing out there. Does that answer your question, Common?
No, you still haven't answered the question. I'm just trying to work out.
So I think most normal people wouldn't rape
most normal people don't think, because if you're blaming his culture, if you're blaming his culture for his act of sodomy on this old man, but he comes from a culture that doesn't allow that, what happened when he came to the UK that made him do that, do you think?
Just because it's illegal doesn't
there
change
you fucking Luke, you're still in the frying pan, bro. Luke,
you're still in the Afghanistan and being gay there is illegal as well. What are we talking about?
So you're still in the frying pan, right? Do you agree you're still in the frying pan? You still
is legal. Sorry, it's not even that legal in Afghanistan, but being GAY is illegal in Afghanistan, right? Yet they have a culture of Bachabazi. So what are you talking about legality? Again, when you have no morals, when you see,
he comes from a culture that doesn't allow
women, slavery, etc.,
but their culture doesn't allow it, right?
Do you think raping
do you agree that a Sudanese man came from a culture that bans homosexuality?
It doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
So then we could say this about any Englishman, right? Just because something's illegal, they can still do it, right?
No, because our laws are more set on on what our culture is.
Fuck off, you've lost the fucking plot, son. I just admit it, bro. You've lost the fucking plot. You don't know what you're talking about. You're on a hill that you can't defend.
You're being a very typical
Muslim. You're on a hill that you can't defend.
Because it's illegal, it's not possible. Brother, I'm
not talking about illegal. I'm just talking about the culture.
You're a moron.
If they come from a culture where homosexuality is frowned upon and it's not allowed, what happened when he came to a country that made him do that? That's all I'm asking you, bro.
And again, we don't even know if he's Muslim or not.
I'm not giving him Sudan. All I did was
I never even mentioned Islam. I mentioned his country as a whole.
I'm not talking about Islam no more. in Sudan, you know the country Sudan.
You keep talking about
the Islamic
country
Sudan that you mentioned?
What their legal
Do you know the country? Did you mention Sudan? Yes or no?
Yeah, I believe the guy was Sudanese. I can't remember.
Yeah, so you mentioned Sudan. So I looked up in Sudan. Is homosexuality illegal in Sudan? And it said yes. Homosexuality is illegal. So if he comes from a culture, if he comes from a culture that doesn't allow you to do these things, then he comes to a country, and then he comes to a country which does allow you to do these things. Do you think it was a British culture?
Being LGBT
So do you think it was a British culture?
Also illegal.
So do you think it was a British culture that allowed him to sodomize somebody, because sodomization is legal in the UK?
British culture made him grape an old man. Is that what you're saying?
Possibly. I mean, that's your theory, right? That's your theory, right? Because you said this man,
retard.
This man, because you said,
the strongest view
because you said, because this man comes to Sudan, this is why he did this kind of stuff.
Are a moron.
But he came to a country which allows you to do these things. This gives you the freedom to do this, right? So he must have got mixed up in his mind because he didn't know English, this and that. There we go. Ran like the track star that he is. He couldn't defend his position and he's cooked. Good boy.
I can't lie, you did bake him.
He's a fucking fanny, bruv. He's an absolute fanny. He was cooked before. That's why he kept saying, oh, Murta, you talk. Because he knew he was cooked, bro. Absolutely fried and baked, man. You can't say it's their culture when they come from a country that doesn't allow that. It has a capital punishment for it. What the fuck are you talking about? Absolute donkey, bruv. If you want to talk about cultures, the British culture allows you to sodomize somebody. That allows us. So maybe because he wanted to sodomize somebody and he couldn't have access to men, he did a heinous act of sodomizing an old man because that was the only thing he could get to.
Look, you got a violation. So.
Oh, you got a violation. Is that what happened? Luke, you ain't got this because you're an extremist, Luke, yeah? Because your hate is so... It clouds your judgment. You can't actually formulate a good argument. You get baked in everything that you say. We was talking about... You think that asylum seekers are only people that follow women around and chase women and touch women. Bro, you're a donkey if you think that. Let's be honest. You are an extremist, Luke. You're an absolute extremist. This is why you're getting baked on the views that you have. Because if you're blaming cultures, then if they come from a culture that doesn't allow something and they do it in the UK, you can't blame their culture. That's a stupid argument. I'll go back to my normal talking voice now, it's fine.
Yeah, you're another moron, Common, honestly.
Okay, I'm the moron.
Yeah, so what I got out of this conversation, and I said this yesterday to Salim, I think 99% of Pakistanis should be deported because you don't share our values, you don't really contribute to the UK, and you're just proving it by what you're saying, that because this man supposedly, he was actually Eritrean, I had to Google it, but even if he was...
Eritrean's Christian as well. Eritrean's Christian.
Yeah. So even if it was illegal in that country, just because he come and graped an old man, you're saying British culture promoted it. Common, you're a moron, honestly.
Of course, absolutely. I'm using your logic. I'm absolutely... This is your logic. Your logic is that if their culture promotes it, then the people would do something heinous. That's your logic. But the problem is you got fried. Let's have a look what Eritrea says about homosexuality. Let's have a look. Eritrea, homosexuality illegal. Let's have a look. I think it is anyway, but it is it's a majority Christian country anyway. So Eritrea, homosexuality. Yes, homosexuality is strictly illegal in Eritrea as well. So you're still in the frying pan because it's still illegal in that country. So you're done out here. So it's not his culture. So he came to a culture that does allow you to do sodomy, but obviously he went about it the wrong way and raped somebody. But it is the British culture that allows sodomy. The Eritrean culture doesn't allow sodomy, and that is a majority Christian country. So what we do? I'm not reporting you, bro. Like I haven't even blocked you. Like you're not even blocked by me. I don't block people. I don't report people. That's not my style, bro. I like to make people like you look like idiots. That's what I love doing, and that's all it is. That's all it is, son. Exactly. He's blaming these people coming from third world countries, and then he's talking about stuff that they're not allowed to do. Even with the marriage thing, they're touching the little girls. The people that come from Afghanistan, Iraq, these Muslims, they are not allowed to approach women in their countries. That's not allowed. You can only touch a woman after you're married to her. I don't see any of these asylum seekers or the people who these quote-unquote immigrants are graping. Yeah, they're not married to them, and they're not going to the parents asking for their hand in marriage and all this kind. That's not going on. So even so, their culture is not going around allow them to touch women. That's not their culture that they come from. It's actually illegal for them to go do that. But the culture that does allow you to go around touching women and talk to women without their parents is the British culture once again.
Luke, you got bananaed because you said the R-E word.
Yeah.
Oh, did he say a bad word? I didn't hear it, to be fair.
Yeah, it said R-E-A word.
Yeah, we know.
R-E-T-A.
So that's another bad argument, Luke. It's another the culture doesn't allow you to do that. So everything that you have a problem with these Muslims, they're not allowed to do it. But the culture that the culture that they come from that don't allow things them to do are allowed to do in the UK. So it's a terrible one. So what are you gonna do about that, Luke? Because the UK culture allows you to approach women, but the culture that they come from, they're not allowed to approach women. So how does that work, Luke?
As a male problem, he's just.
So this is the problem. So when you give reading things often that thinking that only asylum seekers follow women around, only asylum seekers are inappropriate with women, only asylum seekers inappropriately touch women, where did you get that from? Are you deluded or what, man? And there we go. He's ran back to the Prophet.
I was just gonna say, Luke, I'm gonna be fair, yeah. He overtalked it quite a bit, and I think, me personally, he got bacon into the video.
See, you know what he does? I've spoken to Az. You know what he does? You ask him a question, what he'll do? He'll say so much different things, and then he might allude to the question they ask him. But see, that's exactly. I said to him, like, give me the Sudan, and just talk about Sudan, this and that. Oh, if you go to all the other countries, why the fuck are we talking about other countries?
Maybe this is the part.
Lukey boy, you need to try harder, man. You need to try harder. Get your rhetoric better, man. Come on, Luke. Come back up, Luke. Come on.
People thinking I did the fight with.
Come on, Luke. You want to talk about the Prophet, Luke, or is that what happens when you start failing? Is that what Christians do? Like, is that what
I just think it's funny you talk about Afghanistan and how they can't approach women. Yeah, the marriage cases for little girls in Afghanistan is so high.
Yeah, look,
women are constantly harassed.
Come on. Can I actually agree with Luke. Luke,
I don't care. You're another group apologist.
No. Luke, I agree with you. Luke, I agree with you.
I don't care if a Muslim agrees or disagrees.
If five foreigners raped a British woman, they are the worst kind. Would you say that if five foreigners?
Why are you saying worst? I'm not comparing anything.
Would you say the country they come from, like you using your logic? Would you say they come from a disgusting third world country? If five foreigners raped a British woman,
why are we talking about third world country or?
Because you mentioned it.
That's what you say. You always said, Luke, you're panicking.
That's what you just said.
Panicking.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no. My point is.
I'm just asking you a question, mate. Just answer the question.
Okay.
If
five foreigners rape a native, then yeah, they're disgusting.
Disgusting.
What's your question?
Would you say the country's disgusting as well?
And their culture's disgusting as well.
Would you say, like you said, their culture's disgusting and disgusting people kidnapped her?
No, I don't.
Then raped her.
Yeah,
and the country's a shithole.
I don't see a news article and see, I don't know, 5 men from A country or B country and go, hey, the whole country's disgusting. I've never said that or claimed
That's what you just said.
That's
what you just said before. That's why you went to
literally been saying calling countries shitholes. That's what you've been doing. Are you mad or something?
Yeah, so if you let me finish.
You have cognitive dissidence, like what's going on, man?
Yeah, for example, Suave, Germany released their police stats last year. Right. And they found that Syrian and Afghani men are 10.4 times more likely to commit rape and crime compared to a native German man. So again, if I saw a Japanese man commit rape in Germany, amazing. If I saw a Japanese man commit rape in Germany, I don't go, hey, all Japanese men are doing this, right? I don't look at single instances. However, if I see, if I see a mass number of men from a certain country commit rape and I go, you know what, maybe their culture isn't compatible with ours. Why are we seeing Syrian, Afghani, Somali men going to Sweden, Germany, France and committing all these rapes? I don't know.
Okay, so using your logic...
Does that make sense to you, Suave?
Yeah, I totally get it.
It does, okay.
Using your logic, I'm going to use some valid sources, yeah? Because you've just spout this out without any evidences, yeah? You said if 5 men grabbed a British woman, five foreigners grabbed a British woman,
and kidnapped her and then raped her. They're disgusting and their culture is disgusting. According to your logic, yeah?
I said the opposite of that. I don't think you listened to what I said.
No, you didn't. Because
I don't look at single...
You said it's the place they come from. It's a shithole. Why did he do that? The person you talk about, a Sudanese man, those were your words.
Yeah, so if you listen to what I said, Suave, I was talking about certain countries.
Such inconsistent issues.
All right,
listen, your logic is
when I open the news, basically every week I see a Sudanese or an Eritrean or an Afghani man go and grape someone, right? I don't see that from other asylum seekers like Ukraine. Is that to say that there's never been a Ukrainian man do that? No, I've never said that or claimed that. However, we're not seeing
if you're
the same
saying that,
crime
then,
from certain countries. Does that make sense to you, Suave?
Luke, wait. Which country has been, by the World Health Organization, right, has been classed as a safe haven for PDFs in the world?
Which country? I don't know. Enlighten me.
Israel. Are you going to condemn them? Are you going to condemn them?
Can you give me
Are you going to condemn them? Haaretz
the
newspaper reported, I'll give you the exact date. Haaretz newspaper reported in 2022 that Israel has the highest number of PDF. It's become a safe haven for PDFs in the world, right? And then the 5 Israelis.
Wait, hold up. I've just Googled that. Nothing's come up. Can you give me the exact title, please, and I'll Google it. That's fine. Haaretz, yeah?
No worries. I'll send it to you. Haaretz newspaper.
2022. I typed in Israel highest number of PDFs, and it's only
type in safe haven.
Safe haven.
Okay. Yes. Israel safe haven.
And you'll get loads of articles. Actually, you won't just get one. You'll get loads.
Just type in safe haven Israel. PDF.
Are you talking about July 22? This one?
I don't know what date it was. I saw it before. I can't.
How foreign S offenders find refuge in Israel. Is this one?
There you go.
By Alison Papam Sommer. Okay.
That one. Then there's the one by Haaretz. Then there's one by New York Times. Then there's one by.
This is by Haaretz.
Right. So this is
okay. Well, wait. Just one by one. Which one do you want me to read?
Whichever, mate. I'm just making the claim that it's the safest.
You're making a claim. I'm asking you which. Where's your evidence?
What do you mean? Where's the evidence? They're right in front of you there. Can you not read? Read any one of them sources. I said July. I said 2022. I don't know if it was July, but 2022.
Okay, cool. Give me a second. Let's read this.
I got another one.
So it's an article by Alison Sommer. Okay, so she says Interior Minister wouldn't grant Israeli citizenship to an S offender. Blah blah blah. The Interior. Okay. Give me a second.
The only country in the world that allows PDFs to come and take refuge there. Would you call that a disgusting shithole, like you said about Sudan earlier on?
Yeah, I don't think that PDS is Israeli culture.
Whoa! So it's not an Israeli culture, but they give safe haven to PDFs. Are you taking the fucking piss?
What are you doing,
man? Reading the article. Give me a
idiot!
Second.
What an absent!
Hello, I'd like to say, to look, I'm Israeli, and you're more than welcome as a PDF into the country.
You're not Israeli. You're a Muslim from a shithole.
He's from a shithole country, is he?
There's another one by Harry Truman. He's wrote a book on this, where he talks about Israel becoming a safe haven for PDFs. The only country that allows PDFs to come and take refuge when they have court cases.
The United Kingdom have the likes of Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips, Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris, Ian Huntley, Prince Andrew, Peter Sutcliffe, hundreds of white British loyal patriot men that are PDFs. Absolutely disgraceful.
So you're doing a very Muslim talking
point. Let's stick to the safe haven.
This is what Common done. This is what Suave done. When the right pointing out issues with the left and Muslim countries, right, whatever you may be,
stick to what I said to you.
Your only response is, hey, there's a white man that done it.
Luke,
relax. What you're talking about.
1 minute. SRK, 1 minute. Luke, relax. Let's stick to the safe haven story that we're going with. What's going on with that then? So would you call that a shithole?
Yeah,
I just want to hear you say.
So,
I just want to know, is it a shithole because they?
Yeah, so I'm reading through it. So a woman. Yeah, so I'm reading through it right now. A woman whose name is Alison Sommer. She said basically that there's certain people. So she's gone through it. So there's one here, Lana.
I don't need to know about the individual cases, mate. I'm talking about
you
actual
give me an
article.
I'm actually quoting the article. Right, you give me an article, and unlike you, I don't just go off headlines. I'm actually reading it. So she's gone into a couple people that she said, hey, Israel's giving citizenship or letting them into the country, and it's problematic. So what do you want me to do with this, Suave? Are you saying, okay...
I want you to use the same outrage used against Sudan. This is the only country in the world that allows safe haven to PDFs. People who have outstanding charges run to Israel and they're given citizenship. Would you say it's a shithole?
Are you... Okay. So let me just enlighten you on something, Suave.
Are you struggling? Are you struggling?
Yeah, no,
You're struggling to find some reasoning.
Okay, can you just be above 70 IQ just for a second?
Well, obviously I am, because you're struggling to.
No, you're not. I think your parents may be related. Just one second. Oh, no, I'm getting cut off. Amazing.
Before you continue, can I confirm with a yes or no? Have you spent any time on Jeffrey Island? Yes or no? Yeah. Jeffrey Island.
So Jeffrey had your Kaaba. He had pieces of cloth from the Kaaba. Maybe ask your Arab ministers why they gave.
What is that supposed to say? So does that disconnect him from the fact that he was a Mossad agent? Is that what you're saying now?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk about the Israel thing.
Just because he had a cloth from the Kaaba.
Okay.
This guy's such a fool.
Okay. Can we talk about the Israel thing before you let SRK deflect the conversation?
Yeah. I'm not deflecting it, mate. It's you. Cool. You're running from it.
So this is one thing you Muslims don't mention, right? When a so-called PDF, like there was a guy I think in New York a year or two ago who was getting convicted. He was getting under investigation. He went to Israel. The difference is, Suave,
all this shit.
You don't need to know. Okay, so why are you asking me a question if you don't? Why are you asking me a question? Why are you asking me a question and then not letting me answer?
No, because you deflect.
If you do not want the answer, don't ask the fucking question. I'm not changing the goalpost. I was directly talking about what you talked about, safe haven for PDFs.
Luke.
Okay, so you don't want to. Okay, so let's stop talking about this.
Country which allows PDFs to take safe haven.
Let's stop talking about this because I've tried to answer you directly.
Find me another country which allows safe haven to PDFs.
Stop being an inbred for a second. You've asked me a question. I've tried to answer.
Answer the question, or I don't want to keep pinning you.
Now you're saying you don't want me to answer. So don't ask the fucking question, okay?
Luke. Answer the question.
No, I'm not going to. I've just tried to answer and you've cut me off.
Is it difficult? No, because you go into something else.
I'm asking you to ask directly on the point of the so-called safe haven before you cut me off and said I'm not interested. So don't ask the fucking question. Like, how fucking low IQ are you?
Are you related to Bonnie Blue?
Sorry, SRK, haven't you got Uber driver customers to pick up? Why are you asking me questions?
To Lily Phillips, are you not cleaning the email?
No, I'm not related to Phillips. Isn't even my last name. No, I'm not related to Lily Phillips.
SRK probably got shafted by.
And are you not cleaning the mess she leaves behind with 1,000?
Yeah, so let me enlighten you. White people, we don't really get of our cousins. That's more of a Pakistani thing. So
no, it's usually a step. Normally, a stepdad that does it to you.
Fortunately, I'm not related to Lily Phillips.
There's three English families that I know in the local neighborhood. One of them,
I don't give a fuck.
The mother is making porn videos. The son is videoing it. Are you from that family or not?
Okay, so if we're gonna go off stereotypes, did your uncle grape a little white girl?
Okay, did your family cover it up? There's another one I know.
Just want to answer.
The father has had a baby with his baby daughter. Are you one of those?
So to the panel, I'm going to just say my point again. I think we should deport 99% of Pakistanis. I think people like Suave, Common, SRK, they don't really contribute to the UK. I think we should bring in... I think instead of these fake asylum seekers, they are the highest asylum seekers.
I can smell a bit of Polish accent when you speak, even though you're trying to hide it.
He's a Jew.
The Polish accent comes out. You have to deport everybody. You have to. Are you Polish, mate?
I've never lived in Poland. I was brought up in Surrey. I live in London since 2016.
Have you asked your ancestors where they migrated from?
I know of my surname.
He doesn't know his dad. He doesn't know his dad. Thank you very much.
My family are very...
100%, my bro. 100%. I don't know, man. People